shot this morning from the Century Plaza Hotel and Spa on Burrard Street. It's 8:44, and Eating Disorder Awareness Week does start this week, Thursday, February 1st. We have two patient advocates with us this morning, Dr. Rodzis and also Marlena. And Marlena, as a patient advocate, you really know some of the inside information on how to help. Can you tell us about when you first developed anorexia?
I started dieting at about 12, and that developed into an eating disorder, anorexia. At about 15, I was diagnosed.
And what was your journey from 12 until you got to treatment like?
I didn't really think I had a problem. I just wanted to lose weight. I thought if I lost about 5 pounds, then people would, of course, accept me, love me. I would be able to accept myself, and I thought I'd be happy, actually. And so I was very restrictive and did a lot of exercise, and then got to a very low weight, and then I had to go into treatment.
So when we talk about treatment and your personal journey, you went through several different programs before one finally stuck at St. Paul's. What was the difference maker with that particular time in your life?
I think I had relapsed so many times with my recovery, and I had been through various stages of ambivalence and not sure if I did want to recover and not sure if I could recover. I was very hopeless at that point, and I decided that I wanted to do things like be a big sister for my little sisters, maybe fall in love, just have a normal life that I hadn't been able to have with my eating disorder. So I committed myself to one more time at recovery.
And it was a one-year program?
It was just over a year. And that was over 10 years ago.
All right. Well, Dr. Rodzis, you treat adults with eating disorders at St. Paul's. How common are eating disorders?
Well, unfortunately, I think they're a lot more common than most people would know, and they really range from all sorts of things like anorexia, bulimia, binge eating disorder, and other forms of disordered eating. So I think we can't know exactly the numbers of people who are suffering, but we know the numbers are large and vast and affect people of all shapes, sizes, weights, ethnicities, genders, and that it really doesn't fit one stereotype of person.
So someone might be watching right now and they're maybe suspicious that they or someone in their life has an eating disorder. Are there symptoms to watch for?
Well, I think it's important to ask questions. If you yourself are concerned about your emotional state and your eating, that you reach out to your family doctor, or if you think somebody is suffering, that you reach out to them and ask questions. And going to a family doctor is really the first point of contact, and then they can refer you to other services. In every health authority in BC, we have community-based eating disorder programs, and then for those who need higher levels of care, there's certainly programs at BC Children's, St. Paul's Hospital, and the Looking Glass residents.
What's the biggest challenge when it comes to treating people with eating disorders?
I think it's really doing a careful analysis of matching the right treatment to the right patient at the right time. I mean, certainly if we have someone who's very medically unwell, they would need acute hospitalization. But in order to really be able to participate well in treatment, there does need to be a level of readiness, a level of motivation, a desire to make change. And we need to work with a person at whatever level that is to help them succeed in care.
Well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us this morning on Breakfast Television. I know the kickoff for Eating Disorders Awareness Week is on Thursday, but you've got a peer-to-peer forum that may be a first step for you. If you're watching this right now and it's hitting you in the heart and you think this might be me and maybe this is the time where you can get help, there's more information available for you on your screen about tomorrow's event. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Breakfast Television continuing. Coming up next, Russ LeCate joins us with your forecast.